All right, guys, summer is high time for open waters. Whether the river, beach, or the pool, the solstice season is synonymous with swimming for many people. Recently, tragic story of two young men who lost their lives while at a river in St. Catherine. We don't want to hear any more of those stories. Our condolences to the family of those two young men. We've brought in this morning senior swimming instructor at AquaWorks, Alexandra Gregory, to wade through these waters with us, give us a few safety tips so that we don't hear any more of these stories for the summer, for the year. Good morning to you, Alexandra. Good to have you.
Good morning.
All right. Sounds like all is well with you this morning.
Yes.
We're talking about this as we do every summer because we want people to know that the best way to save yourself is to be in the know, be prepared, and to have the tools to be able to help yourself in the water.
Absolutely.
Swimming, not really dangerous if you know how to do it right.
Right. Yeah.
But a lot of us don't know. Do you find, especially at AquaWorks, are more folks coming to get lessons, bringing their kids to get lessons? What is that shaping up to look like?
So the first thing I want to address is that a very common misconception is that because you can swim, you're safe in any water. That is not true. Even the most competent swimmers have to assess the water before they go in to make sure that there is they're safe enough. You know, sometimes even competent swimmers get tired, even competent swimmers get cramps, so you have to make sure that the water body that you're going into, there's no rocks, there's no safety precautions. Make sure that you're going into safe water.
Tell me again. So we're looking for, when you say assess the safety, we're looking for rocks, we're looking for steep drops, we're looking for current.
Pardon?
Areas of strong current.
Strong current, the pull of the water, you can see the depth of the water. If you stand from a perspective that gives you a wide view of the water body, you can see the darker areas are deeper, the lighter areas are going to be more shallow, but you also have to be careful of whatever any protrusions coming from the water.
Right.
A lot of times when, especially at rivers, you'll have a lot of trees surrounding. Sometimes there are roots that run underneath, and you have to be careful. And even the most competent swimmers, even I don't go into certain water. So yeah, you find a lot of people coming into AquaWorks to do swim classes, but I think the most important thing that AquaWorks advocates for is water safety. A lot of swim schools, swim teachers don't teach individuals how to be safe, how to assess, how to know when the water is okay to be in.
Okay, all right. So can we do that? Can we build that out this morning?
Absolutely, let's do that.
Because that's important.
So the first thing, a lot of people don't realize that we have the tools we need to be safe in the water. We just don't know how to implement them. So I think one of the most important things about AquaWorks is our slogan, Float for Life. If no matter what water you're in, no matter what you're doing, no matter where in the water you are, you can roll over onto your back, float, and assess. So if the safety, that you're lying down, you can see the wall behind you, you can see the wall beside you, you can see where the steps are, and you can use that moment to catch your breath, assess where you are in the water, and then roll over and swim to safety. So I think that for me is number one.
Okay, we have 2 minutes. I'm going to go through some. What was number 2 for you? Let me see if it coincides in my list. Go ahead, Alexandra.
If you cannot swim, do not enter into any deep water.
That's such a brilliant one. Say it again.
If you cannot swim, do not enter deep water. Do not. Stay where there's safety, where there's stairs, where there's a wall.
Right. And just for the record, swimming includes treading, right?
Treading. Okay. Swimming includes anything that you do in the water. Stay at the wall. If you cannot do it, stay at the wall.
I was just making sure. All right. I'm going to go through some others. Never swim alone. Supervise your children when they're in the water. Always wear a life vest. Is this really, well, for the kids for sure, right?
Well, I just want to tack on to that point. Even if you have your children in a life vest or you're in a life vest, the body system and the supervision must still be implemented. A life vest is not a life-saving tool. You can
Brilliant
still
point.
drown if you're in a life vest. You can still drown if you are in floaties. So the most important thing is to ensure that there are always eyes watching.
Okay, final one before we go. Don't jump in the water to save a friend. This is a tough one, Alexandra, because if you see somebody you love in dire straits, in distress, you're going to want to do that. But the advice is not to?
Don't. Don't. Especially if you're not a competent swimmer. So AquaWorks' most important tool is water safety. So all of our students learn how to be safe in the water. But if you're not CPR certified and if you don't have any lifeguard training, do not jump in to save anybody. That could be detrimental to you both.
Okay.
And I think that's an important thing we teach as well at AquaWorks. And you need to, whatever is closest, if there's a buoy on deck, if there's a long stick on deck, you stretch it, you reach out towards them and allow them to grab on and pull them in. But if there is none, the best recommendation I can give you is to scream for help, scream for help, scream for help. Do not jump in. It could be detrimental to
To
you
the both of
both.
you. All right, we have to go. Thank you so much for those tips, Alexandra.
No
Very
problem.
important. It's AQUAWORX if you guys need
RX,
to find
yes,
them.
accurate.
And Alexandra is a senior swimming instructor at AquaWorks. Alexandra Gregory. Take care. Thank you for linking with us this morning.
Care.
Guys, we
No
have to head to
problem.
news, so we'll be right
Thanks so
back
much for
on
having
the other
me. All
side of
right,
this.
bye.
Bye-bye.